All right, what do the United States, the EU, and Russia all have in common? It's that they don't really know what they're doing with cryptocurrencies. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed, obviously hit that subscribe button, slam the bell icon so you know when new media like this comes out. Without further ado, let's talk about the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, currently a score of 52, and it is down from 55, and the day before that, 60. It is definitely on the decline. Let's take a look at the trend. Definitely sentiment is decreasing over time. Why is that? Well, I think one of the strongest reasons is because of the price. That's right. Sentiment seems to follow price. We talked about the other day when we got to this point here that we could see a reversal. Lo and behold, we did. Now, in this show, do I pretend like I have some kind of a crystal ball, or is my technical analysis what you come here for? No, it's really not why you come to this show. So let me just disclaim you really fast. I don't even give you any kind of legal, financial, or investing advice, right? I just am a dude who talks about cryptocurrencies and, has been at it for a few years, interviewed a few project founders as well. I like trying to talk about fundamental analysis wherever possible, but the news cycle is part of that fundamental and macro analysis. So let's zoom out and take a look at not just the price. So we did break to the downside of that little channel, that upper channel that I drew with chopsticks. We're going to leave that there for right now. Maybe on the next big live stream, we'll change that around. But for right now, I don't see the need. I think we need confirmation for another day that we're definitely out of this channel. That's how slowly we move on this show as far as what we take a look at. If you want really in-depth technical analysis, cannot recommend Crypto Wendy O highly enough. But let's also take a look at the rest of the market. Currently, smart contract platforms are at a market cap of a little over 750 billion with a B dollars. And Bitcoin proper, the King Daddy, is at a little over $869 billion. So we've got about a $120 billion delta there between Bitcoin and these smart contract platforms. Does that mean that smart contract platforms are going to flip in Bitcoin, in my opinion? Does that mean that Bitcoin is doomed? Does that mean it's over for Bitcoin? No, not by a long shot. You're not going to see me betting against Bitcoin, but I am also not going to bet against programmable money. Smart contract systems are taking over the world. DeFi is giving the traditional finance institutions a run for their money, literally a run for their money. People taking out their fiat dollars and trying to get even just stable coins, it's usually a step in the right direction, in my opinion. Without offering any kind of like investing or business advice, I'm seeing a lot of people choose to do this because there's higher yield available in DeFi than there is with banks. So I think we're going to see that trend continue, and I think people are definitely feeling that recently, especially as the Terra system, right, Do Kwon, has been very, very vocal, very public about purchasing Bitcoin to back up in a reserve, back up the value of the UST stable coin. Now, is it the best possible way of backing up their stable coin? Is it a signal that algorithmic stable coins are not doing very well, or that they're a bad idea? I don't want to comment on that right now, but I'm just going to say that it is a giant sign of programmable money in smart contract systems reaching maturity. The fact that people want for there to be billions upon billions upon billions in liquidity in these systems bodes well, right, for the crypto faithful. So let's just keep up that good work, guys. Keep promoting on both sides, because we need that store of value as well in Bitcoin. So never stop, never stopping. Take a look at the news cycle. Here's the SEC's little release. Hester Peirce, there she is, a little portrait of her over on Cointelegraph, is taking issue with this new SEC guidance, and it is a bulletin titled Staff Accounting Bulletin 121, and it talks about how it's quite difficult actually and there are high regulatory risks for the custody of crypto assets for companies like Coinbase, PayPal, and Robinhood, right? They do run some risks, and they're suggesting that these companies should list their users' assets on the books as liabilities as well as assets at their fair value at initial recognition. Now, if you're not an accountant, like I'm not an accountant, then you're going to read that and think like, okay, cool, clear as mud. My assets are now liabilities because they're crypto. And you're not required by law to list them as liabilities, but it's just a really strong suggestion from the SEC. It's confusing, it's hyper specific, and sounds kind of targeted at a few individual companies. And that's what Hester Peirce is saying. Where she said, my concern is not with the accounting determination itself, which may be appropriate, but the way the change is being made. It's yet another manifestation of the Securities and Exchange Commission's scattershot and inefficient approach to crypto. Hear, Ms. Peirce, hear. She didn't like the timing and she didn't like the verbiage. It keeps coming back. It's like a bad penny, keeps turning up. And she says that unfortunately, even though it is highly specific and narrowly targeted, it reads as though it's supposed to be enforceable, which it kind of isn't. She says it's not enforceable. If we're trying to encourage companies to enter our public markets, we ought to embrace a more deliberate approach to changing rules, one that involves consulting with the affected parties. There's a crazy idea. You mean the organizations and the entities that need to make these changes? You should actually talk to them? Crazy. Heresy, Hester. This is heresy. Keep up the good work. All right, guys, jumping into the rest of the news cycle, the EU Parliament is trying to pass a privacy-busting crypto law that basically outlaws unhosted wallets. Now, what are unhosted wallets? What does that even really mean? Well, unhosted wallets simply means that you are hosting your own cryptocurrency. Floating head in the background, there are ghosts walking around the house. Just means that you're hosting your own cryptocurrencies. Newsflash, that was the only way you could hold cryptocurrencies for many, many years. So for them to make it sound as though it's this new thing and it's really, really dangerous, well, sorry guys, we know better. EU Parliament, go back to the drawing board, get it right. You done messed up. All right? You done messed up. People need to hold their own cryptocurrencies or they're not safe. You may as well try to outlaw cash. You know what? I take that back. Please stop trying to write so many laws regarding all this stuff, because you may try to outlaw cash next, and that's the problem. Crypto is a bearer asset at its best, right? On its best day, crypto is a bearer asset. That's what makes it special, is that it's a little bit dangerous, but it's intensely freeing. So that's what they're working on. I think it's a huge mistake, and we'll see how well that works over time. All right, guys, last bit of news is from Be In Crypto. They say increased crypto use is still difficult to quantify. This is according to an official from the IMF named Geeta Gopinath. And she says that Russian sanctions seem to be eroding the dominance of the US dollar. So this is kind of an interesting blowback problem that we're seeing here. What happens when you try to financially silence a large group of people, many, many millions of people? Well, they have to fight back. They have to find a way to continue to live. They have to find a way to keep their currency from being so devalued that they are immediately impoverished. And cryptocurrency is only helping in that effort for people to just sort of fight for their livelihood every single day, right? Both Ukrainians and Russian people. Just the people, not the governments, the people. But Geeta says that even prior to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, crypto was increasing, crypto use was increasing. I mean, I happen to know that Ukraine is a hotbed of crypto innovation, and frankly, so is Russia. But she thinks that the crypto use is difficult to quantify due to the ongoing geopolitical crisis. I think it's about as simple as that. These are countries that don't really have many other options. So as they become more desperate, they're going to turn to cryptocurrencies. All right, guys, that's the last of our news segment today. I think that's part of why people are feeling the way they're feeling, why we're seeing that fear and greed index dip. I think that there's a silver lining in the increased usage. If the IMF is saying that it's unclear, I think that it actually means it's a much more robust usage than they're willing to admit. You tell me what you think down in the comments section, guys. As per usual, appreciate you watching to the end, being subscribed, sharing the video, clicking the thumbs up, and of course, just in general, being supportive, guys. Every click counts. Appreciate you being here. Love your face. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. Remember to check out mineyour.biz, where you can sign up for Mine Your Biz Insiders, our occasional newsletter where we don't spam you, but we do send out occasional important information, including flash sales and important deals on privacy-preserving technology. This is one of the ways that we can talk to you without censorship and without the oversight of third-party media platforms. You can also check out the new Mine Your Biz phone, as well as merch, or sign up to become an affiliate for anything sold directly on the mineyour.biz website. You can earn a percentage of anything that we sell. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face. Remember to stay private and mind your biz.